The COVID pandemic is seriously affecting the culture sector here in France. We've been reporting on the protests by those whose livelihood is threatened by the lockdown. Many workers in this sector are struggling to make a living at the best of times. Well, one French music collective called Chinese Man, based in Marseille, has used the downtime to come up with their own plan to boost their music business and help their fans discover new music. Let's bring in now Matteo, who's from Chinese Man. He's on Skype from Marseille. Matteo, good evening to you. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. First of all, tell us, how are you and your colleagues coping with the lockdown?
Hey, hello. Thank you for having me. And I want to say hello to the French people in the world because it's France 24. Honestly, it's been a shitty year, let's face it. I'm so glad that 2020 is ending in a few days. Me and my team are trying to stay positive and focus on what we like and what we want to share. But 2020 was supposed to be a great year for our label, celebrating 15 years of activities and projects. Obviously, it's been less happier than we expected. And the two lockdowns that we had in France were hard to handle, but at first. But actually, it gave us time to think and create and start new projects. Yeah.
What's been the most difficult thing about it, the lockdown, for you?
I think probably the concept of every concert and also the economic situation. The pandemic is really killing the culture. It's putting a lot of people out of work, and I think it's hard to accept the new rule of our life.
You've also been using the downtime, if I can put it that way, very well in terms of developing new ideas. And you've got this new project via the record label to help new bands and help your fans access new music. Tell us about it.
Yeah. Actually, we tried to answer the COVID situation, and we decided to launch a project we had in mind for a long time. So we decided to launch Dig It, which is the name, and somehow it's a discovery label and releasing digital singles by artists we like and to share. It's a way to change and adapt our economic label and model. Obviously, it's a way to discover and share the music and new music with our audience.
And so obviously the easy way to find out about that, rather than give people a whole big address, is just basically advise them to go to your website, Chinese Man. You can search for it online, find it and access it all from there. Can I ask you, Matteo, do you feel that what we've been going through, this COVID pandemic, and we're still going through, of course, because it's not yet finished, is it going to leave a lasting effect, a lasting scar on the music industry?
I think there's going to be like a before and after COVID, because we had to face a new situation and also find new ways to release music, to produce, to think about the music. And I think we will keep a lot of ideas we had during this pandemic and for the future. But also it's sad because a lot of artists can't afford to create anymore. So unfortunately, I think that's some forms of expressions won't be able to see anymore. But on the positive side, people are dying to share and to listen new music and to dance. So I'm really, I can't wait, and I think when it will be okay, there's going to be orgies of concerts and festivals, and we will be there.
Indeed,
Sure.
I have no doubt that you'll be in the centre of it all, Matteo. Can I just ask you before you go to sort of give us a thought for the people who've been working on the front line in all this, sort of the doctors, the nurses, people like that. I mean, obviously, in the cultural sector, people regret what's happening and are unhappy about what's happening. But I think people recognise that steps needed to be taken to protect people. On the other hand, there are those who've been working on the front line, the doctors and nurses. Do you have a thought for them?
Cheer up, and we have to be very focus on the next steps, and I hope that it will be really soon that we will find solutions and be free. It's very
Indeed.
difficult situation for everybody in the world. Yeah.
Hear exactly what you're saying there, Matteo. Thank you very much indeed. Matteo there from Chinese Man, the music collective based in Marseille, a hip-hop band. Their record label reflects many different types of music. Thank you, sir, very much for joining us. And let's see if we can find a little bit more of their music to maybe sort of give you a taste of what they hope the coming months are going to bring as we kind of move out and away from COVID-19. Fingers crossed. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, man, this is the Chinese Man anthem.